Welcome to the Original Fighter's Voice. I'm your host, Don Mcguire. I know a lot of people said I shouldn't be doing the show tonight, but you know what? When I give my word, it's written in stone. So with that being said, Hurricane Ike Villanueva. How you doing, homie?
Man, I'm doing good, brother. Man, 1 week out, man. I'm ready to rock and roll.
That's what's tremendous about it. You're a UFC fighter, you fought for different promotions. What was in the thought process, Ike, that brought you, that even had you looking at BYB? What was the process of you wanted to take that step into the bare knuckle?
Man, think about me, bro. All my career, I've been a stand-up fighter. Like I told, man, like I told him the broadcast team before my last fight, man, I got to the UFC one my way. I didn't change nothing about my game. I did it the stand-up way. The blue collar Mexican mentality is what I call it. It's just, man, puro chingazos, man. I let my hands go. If you pay the fee to watch me fight, I'm gonna put on a show. I could easily take people down and hold them down, but nah, man. Hey, you pay to see me, I'm gonna put on a show. So when you leave the venue, your kids and your members, hey man, you remember Ike? That's how my name got to where it's at, and that's for bare knuckle, man. Me and my wife, we just went to dinner one day, and I was like, baby, I still got that fire, and she goes, I know you got it, and I had a wine in the diner, and in the back of my mind, I already had the offer, but she was like, "Let's do it. Go do your thing." And my wife knows fighting. Fighting's a hobby for me. I'm a full time worker. I got a great job at Canoes Godwin here in Katy, Texas, and but man, I just still have that itch, man. Fighting's my life, bro, and that's what I do, and that's my usa. Hit motherfuckers in the face, and but BYB, they say everybody's tough. You better Google me because these motherfuckers ain't on my level over here, man. Excuse my language, but I'm being real. They ain't on my level. And I get tired of hearing they're tough. They're tough. Man, step in that trigon with me. We gonna find out.
Yeah, that's what I think is tremendous about bare knuckle is a lot of people say, "Oh, I can do that. I can do that." You look at my brother Luke Rockhold. He said, "I could do it. I could do it." He came in there, he got his tooth snapped in half and quit. I
Exactly.
mean, bro, and I'm looking at him, man. Everybody thinks that, you fight for the UFC and, it's all great to be on the ground. But when you're standing, you get caught deep in that trigon corner. Explain to the listeners, because a lot of people really don't understand. I can explain it until the cows
Yeah.
come home, but how deep is that corner and how hard is it to get out of that corner?
You basically you start in the corner. When you get that line, you can't step. You better learn how to move left to right. You cannot back up. You back up, you're stuck. Especially if you don't have the fighting IQ. A lot of these guys don't have that IQ where they can take control of the center. And that comes from years of man boxing experience. I've been boxing since I was 8. I was a kid. Been
Yeah.
watching the greats fight, man. So man, me being here instead of BKFC, this is my world because you can't run from me. If you run, I'm 2 steps, I'm still in your face.
Yeah.
And when I fought my last fight, I fought Matt Kovacs. That motherfucker touched every one of those corners, and I was still in his face. And poor guy got knocked out in front of his wife, man. But God bless him. But that's the game. But you think you're gonna come to BYB and make waves? Man, talk is cheap. Step in there, you're gonna find a different world because when you fight skilled fighters and not these ballers that throw stupid ass overhands, you're gonna be in a world of hurt, and that's my game, man. I hit Kovacs with a body shot. He folded he called it a slip, but watch that replay. He dropped from one body shot.
Well, well, with that being said, let's go ahead and just watch it right now.
Homecoming with Haley.
100%.
And a big shot again by Hurricane Ike.
He stated that he was going to envision his daughter's date's face on Corvette tonight.
Villanueva walked back to the neutral corner, looked at me and said he's going to stay down. And he is right. It is all over. Just like that. Ike Villanueva.
Yeah, you don't stumble from a slip, bro.
So yeah, that was the second time when he got up, but he was holding his eye. He got caught with a knuckle in the eye. And you imagine, you're a fighter, you got the MMA gloves. This is bare knuckles. I got some fucked up knuckles. I hit you with these. It went right in his eye. And it's just that's it. You ain't got nowhere to run. So his thing, he aborted it, went straight to his wife. She can't save you, homie.
No. Let me get a couple of these comments, because
Yeah,
a lot of my people are real, on my walk in the sport. I've been in this industry for 40 years. December 12th will be my 40th year.
that's it.
And I love sharing with people, building people. And so when I do a show, I like to keep it like humble and just laid
Yeah.
back and chill, not all arrogant. So my boy Jonathan Cole says it's great to be on tonight with you guys. And then he said, looking forward to watching you do work in the Trigon Hurricane. And then a great friend of mine, John Grady, said, great respect, two warriors. Thank you both for tonight's interview. Well, thank you, homie.
Appreciate
And see, I look at it like this, man. You got the Colonel at BKFC, which I really don't care for. They don't care for their fighters. They don't really put too much into your fighters. When you first stepped in against Kovacs at BYB 20, what was your first thought perception of the promotion? Because most promotions don't eloquate and do things for their fighters like BYB does. And I'm not trying to pump up BYB, but I'm speaking the truth because when I went to BYB the first time in Biloxi, I saw the fighters being taken care of, being fed. What does that mean to a fighter like you coming from the UFC?
Man, okay. So coming from the UFC, bro, I was a prima donna because I was UFC, yes, top dog, top of the line. You getting your valet, everything back. So Biloxi's airport, a lot of guys had to fly into New Orleans. Me coming from Houston, I flew to a small jet to Biloxi, and the promotion goes, "Hey man, you got to Uber to the hotel, and we'll reimburse you." I'm like, "What the fuck?" I called the matchmaker. "Hey, motherfucker, you know who the fuck I'm coming from? You know who I am?" Just because I'm just being honest, it's my first time here. Obviously, I'm a big name, and you tell me I got an Uber to the hotel. They're like, yeah. They give me a whole rundown, but I was just giving them shit, man, because I didn't know what to expect. Because here I go, I'm like, fuck, I'm back on the regional scene once again, and coming from the big dogs, and so, man, it was a little weird. But once I got to the hotel, they had this big ass fucking group from they're from Louisiana. That was like a bunch of old people, party 4 fucking days straight. They're like a big ass family just partying. Then once I met Mike and all of Greg and Mel, man, it's all good. Then the broadcast team is probably one of the best. I'll give it to them, man. The broadcast team is, man, if you can't get along with them, it's amazing because even the Latin broadcast team, they're fucking cool as hell, man. They open me up with open arms, man. They love me, just the way I present myself, man. But BYB, they really they show love, man. The first day was like but once the event moved on, it was great.
Yeah, see, I've been with the WEC, I've been with Pride, I've been with Glory, I've been with the
Yeah.
UFC. I started in boxing, and I even did a couple events with the Colonel at BK, FC.
Yeah.
But Mike invited me out, and I got to tell you what, you couldn't have hit it more spot on. The commentating team, you got Mike Goldberg, Benny Trejo, you got Paulie
Claudio.
Malignaggi, yeah, and then you got, I mean, it's just the whole team is exceptional. Benny Ricardo is probably the most funniest man I've ever met in my life.
Yes.
But what caught my attention was they truly do love the fighters.
Exactly.
You got two of the greatest cut men in the sport of bare knuckle, but it's like you walk in. I thought with Bellator that I was treated like family. Boy, was I wrong. When I stepped into an event with BYB, it was like I felt like I was at home. I was waiting for my mama to come out the kitchen with some, menudo or something. But what is it about this sport, that truly enthralls you? Because bare knuckle's not for everybody, but it seems to be right down your path, brother. This is made for you.
Oh yeah, it's the thrill, man. The thrill, the drive. I got that fire to compete, and man, I'm a girl dad. I got 2 older boys that are in college right now, but I got 4 girls at home. And my thing is, I'm just sending a message to all the boys that want to knock at my daughter's door. Daddy can still throw his hands, and me fighting's been my life, bro. I mean, I've been through so much shit in life, like just outside, like mental toughness. I lost my father when I was 29. Went through a divorce. I met a great woman who's my wife now, Kim, that really changed me and fucking got me back on the drive. I met Kim and I went on a 10-fight win streak and got me to the UFC. I mean, you tell me. They always told me, hey, man, Ike, you're a journeyman. Shit, I changed that up real quick. And that's one thing they're going to see when you step in the Trigon with me, because if I hit you, it's a whole different world, man. Like I said, I don't throw stupid ass overhands. I'm a technical fighter. I hit and don't get hit, and that's my drive. But like I said, man, it's bloody war. I've seen some blood, but I want to cause blood, and I look forward to doing it next weekend. Serving up a 2-piece and a soda. I can't wait to get it, man. But like I said, this is my home right now, and I'm coming here to get this belt, man. You know, a lot of people forget I'm a fighter. I got wins at middleweight, light heavyweight, and heavyweight. So you pick your poison where you want me at. I can go to all three and dominate. But right now I'm at heavyweight. It's my goal. Then after that, I'm gonna come take this light heavyweight title. And I'm a man of my word. I speak facts and let everybody know I'm a bad man and I'm coming.
Yeah, you definitely are a bad man. You know, December 2nd, Denver, Colorado, you're facing Jay Fish, BYB 22. If you had to make a statement to Jay Fish about what's coming, brother, what would that statement be?
Category 5 hurricane. It's hurricane season year round. It don't stop, man. They call me the hurricane for a reason. And I appreciate, respect them for taking the fight. But those you take the fight with me, it's kind of like disrespect. You think you can hang with me? Well, we're gonna find out because I ain't those little light heavyweights he was banging with in BKFC. I mean, like I said, man, you beat up old Houston Alexander beat you up. He's old as hell, still doing the same shit. Ain't changed nothing about his fight. He fought some this guy was ranked number 4 at one time in BKFC. But like it says, I'm here. I'm not no regional fighter. I'm a big name. And to be a big name, you better stand your ground and back it up because man, let's go. But like I said, Mr. Fish, I'm going fishing next weekend. Like I said, I'm serving a 2-piece fish order with a soda. It's coming.
You know, it's tremendous. You know, take me a little bit back because, you know, in your early days of the UFC, you were considered an underdog, and now you're considered an underdog in bare knuckle. How much more, you know, pride does it and you know aspects does it put into your heart moving forward? Because I like when people can, you know, say I can't do something. I like when people tell me that I'm not going to do something because I like proving everybody wrong. What's in your heart, brother, that is going to show the world that they're proving, you know, they're taking you for granted?
I'm not done. Everybody wrote me off when I tore my ACL my last UFC fight. I got that fire. Everybody, when I signed, they're like, "Oh man, you're gonna get cut. You're gonna do this and that." I'm like, "Okay." Then one thing that really touched me after my last fight, man, my older brother Ron, Marine Corps veteran. My brother was my idol growing up because he's a Marine Corps man, badass Marine, tough, hard headed, just showed me tough love. But after my last fight, he goes, "You still got it," and that was awesome, man. Hearing that because that's my brother, man. He's a Marine Corps vet, man. As a little kid, having your brother as a Marine, bro, that's like top notch. Like my brother was man, he was a hero. My dad was my main hero, but my brother, I always looked up to him. But like I said, that's big. But like you said, with me, I got it. And you pick your poison. What you want to do with me? You want to bang? You want to box? Hey, like yo, you see the guy behind me? That's Julio Cesar Chavez, great Mexican warrior, and I keep that up because hey, everybody remembers that fight when he fought Mildred Taylor. They thought he was done, then he turned it on. And I tell you what, these hands are deadly, man. And it's bare knuckle, no gloves. And man, that's just a thrill, man. It's a thrill of being there, and it's the biggest high in the world. I'll tell you what, you don't get no higher than that. Fighting the UFC, fighting in Abu Dhabi, fighting in Vegas, man, being in that bare knuckle, you know, hey, all it takes is one. And I was hoping to get hit and maybe feel something because, you know, I want to take your best shot and take your nuts. It's like you throw your best shot, I'm gonna eat it and I'm gonna come back with 3-piece. And yeah, this guy didn't do it. And I got a big ass nose. And I thought I was like, man, fucking, how do you miss this shit, bro? I got a big ass head.
I love it. But see, one thing I noticed about a lot of people that come from multi-genres into BYB, they throw those looping shots. They throw roundhouses. It's not the place. You don't have the space, first and foremost, in the Trigon. You know, how did it make you feel when your wife said, "Baby, let's do this. Let's make another run for it"?
Man, it means
How
the
did
world,
it make you feel?
Man, it means the world that she, you know, through all my ups and downs, she never gave up on me. She always told me, be patient, be patient. Even when my time I didn't get to the UFC when I wanted. It took a little time. She goes, be patient. You always want to rush shit. I was trying to find fights everywhere. Russia. Send me whatever you got. And she always told me, be patient. Then once she told me, hey, let's go. And my wife Kim, man, she's everything to me, man. She's my backbone because I'm I'm hard headed, but my big heart. But my wife knows the drive and the love I have for this sport, and for her to have my back. And man, she's let's go. She helps me with the kids when I got to train. I come home, she looks at me, and she knows when I be bullshit, and she knows when I'm ready. And when she knows I got that fire.
See, it's tremendous to have a good woman. You know,
Oh
I'm
yeah,
not on point. I'm not on point today, and you know that.
yeah,
And I told you why my son has an infection in his
yeah,
spine, and they're doing a coring and stuff,
yeah,
and probably surgery in the morning. But my wife has been been there with me through that.
yeah.
40 years in this sport, and then I've been through 253 surgeries. It's great when you can find a good woman because, like right now, I could be up at the hospital.
Yeah.
But I'm a man of my word. I've always wanted to have you on my show, and now I got an opportunity. And I think people in this generation don't understand what it means when you say my word is written in stone. You
Exactly.
know, what does it mean for you to build this pride, to build this respect in this sport, not only for you but for your family?
Man, like I said, it means the world to me. Like I said, I always tell everybody, leave your legacy. I said one day, one of my daughters, one of my kids, they're gonna write a book about my story because my kids witnessed everything, my ups and downs, my struggles. I hit rock bottom at one point. The only way to come up is the top. Then you can't go no more bottom, all the way up to the top. And my kids witnessed everything. And my kids will tell you tonight, my daughter will say, damn, Dad, you're really doing it. And I said, man, don't stop dreaming. Because, I was once told, man, nobody's ever gonna want you. I mean, you ain't gonna make it. Dreams are for fools. And after my life, when I first won the UFC, I said, look at me now. They said I'll never make it, but look at me now. For all my bullshit. Hey, I'm here. And shit, all those doubters, shit, keep doubting me. I'm gonna keep pushing because I feed off all that shit. And that's my thing. Like, man, I'm leaving a legacy for my kids, and I show them how hard work pays off. I don't do it for the money. It's just this is a fucking hobby, and a hobby I'm great at now. Is it? And what I love about it, I can whip your ass doing this shit part time. You can do this shit full time, but I got the cojones to really throw these, and that's the best thing, man. I'm gonna take your nuts in the cage, even not the cage, the trigon, and that's the joy. I mean, really,
Brother, you remind me of Hercules Mike Weaver. I had him on last night, but we had
yeah,
so much of an echo I deleted it.
yeah,
But most people don't know that it was a hobby to him.
yeah.
I mean, he never took fighting seriously.
Mm-mm.
And so, and you talk about Julio Cesar Chavez behind you. Think about the Kelly Pavlik Jermaine Taylor fight.
Shit. Bro, I grew
You
up
know,
on Kelly. They thought he was done, and Kelly just, man, that kid is something else, bro. I remember that fight like yesterday. You go back, you go just talk about boxing. We go to Arturo Gotti, Mickey Ward. We go back, man. Man, I'm a guy. I was a kid that was motivated off the Rocky movies. If you can't watch Rocky and get motivated off that shit and see fights like that happen in real life, man, I'll tell you what, man. Me and my coach Daniel Pineda, we can watch Rocky and give Rocky quotes. Even Crubal Perez, one of my coaches. Women make their legs weak. Leave your wife alone before the fight. That's how it goes. They know me. I'm a fucking machine, so I got a bunch of kids. And hey, man, leave the wife alone. Let breathe. So man,
oh,
that's
I
it.
love it, man. BYB is changing the game, and I could sit there and people will say, "Well, you're just talking about BYB because you're with them." No, I mean I'm actually physically watching a promotion that truly cares about their fighters. They're getting sanctioned rules. They're getting everything top level.
Yeah.
And it's just I've never seen anybody like Mike Vasquez, Greg Bloom, and the whole BYB team work so hard. What does it mean as a fighter? Because I mean, let's face it, I got robbed half the time I went to, work events, or get paid half and then get ripped off at the end of the
Yeah.
night. What does it mean for you to finally find a promotion that you can truly believe in?
Man, my thing was when I first got into it and looked into BYB, I looked at Mike Vasquez. I looked at Mike, what's Mike building? I did it. And my thing was Mike's Latino. I'm Latino. He's trying to build something great. I say, man, let me just roll with him. Let me roll the dice and roll with him. And something about him, man, just really said, man, I give it a shot. Let's see where it goes. After this fight, I'll be 2 fights left in my contract, and I think I'm a big name. Every time I fight, I put on a show. I bring the crowd. You ask Biloxi about Hurricane, they know about me now. They didn't before. They know about me now, and that's my thing. Like, you look at me, you look at the card, you won't recognize nobody on the card. You see my name, oh shit, and shit like that. And I try to tell these fighters, quiet mouths don't get fed, because if you want to make money, you got to talk. I ain't saying you got to talk shit every day, but you got to sell a fight. You can't sell a fight. How's Mike and everybody trying to sell tickets? I mean, you can't push a show. And that's how it is. A lot of these guys, I just want to fight. I'm just a fighter. It's a business, man. You got a name to back up. And like I told Mike, man, I'm going to be the next Mexican heavyweight champ. And now I'm going to tell Mike tonight, I'm going to be the next Mexican light heavyweight champ and heavyweight champ. And I got some news for that champ, but let me take care of business next week and I'll let the world know. But like I said, man, Mike Vasquez is the reason why I'm here. I got any concerns, go to Mike. Mike fixes it, and that's it, man. So I'm rolling my dice for Mike, man. That's what I'm doing. That's why I'm here. BKFC, they're doing some they're not keeping their fighters busy. That's one thing I didn't like. One thing why I didn't go over there. You see, they're chasing big names. You can chase big names, but those big names are fighting once or twice a year. Only big name that's getting paid is Mike Platinum Mike Perry, because Mike Perry, he's just a tough nose like me. He's just a fighter. You know, like I said, I'll fight you on 2 days' notice, 1 day notice. We don't need a training camp for this. It's bare knuckle. What are you going to train for? Can you take the punch?
Street fight? Yeah.
Street fight. Street fight? Yeah. Can you take a punch? I mean, you can have all the defense in the world. This ain't MMA. MMA, you got to be ready for the ground, the wrestling. You got to train all that shit. Here, man, let's go. I trust my chin more than I trust yours. And I trust my right hand and my left hook. It's one of the best. I'm telling you. I haven't that's it.
So did I hear you correctly? So, depending on what happens on December 2nd, you may be coming after Donald Linderman. Is that correct?
Yeah, DJ Linderman. Yeah. Let me tell you what. I'm a big fan of Tony Lopez. I grew up, not to say I grew up, he's probably 10 years older than me, but Tony Lopez is a legend as an MMA fighter. I remember him, the king of the cage. Dude was a badass. That's why I went to 185, light heavyweight. He was beating motherfuckers' ass. So for DJ to struggle against Tony Lopez at 48, 49 years old, man, he's a walking Aztec warrior right now. He's not as fast as he used to be, but he's just a warrior. And so everything he did to Tony, I'm coming back to get the revenge. From a brother to another mother, man, I'm coming to get that revenge. And like I said, man, trust me when I say it, man, I'm coming. I'm not Rashad Cutler. I knocked out Rashad, and Rashad tried to. Here, you can't wait for somebody to punch. You can't. You got to beat them to the punch. This ain't a counter game. It's a catch counter. You better catch it. But this ain't no fucking sparring matches. And this is a fighting game, man. And you really got to be ready for it. And this is a message to all the fighters. If you can represent BYB and you go fight outside the promotion and you get your ass whipped to less than a regional show, and don't bring your ass back to BYB. I'm telling you right now, because don't be shitting on the name. We trying to build something, but you dominated BYB, then you go to a little MMA regional show and get your ass knocked out. Jerome Hatch, he fucking got knocked out in England versus the last MMA fight, last boxing bare knuckle fight. Then he comes back home, takes a local fight, and gets knocked out by a bum. And bro, it just shits on his name. And now he's getting a rematch. You can't hype that up, bro, because once you lose, it don't matter what it is. You gotta take a step back. It's like you get knocked off the ladder. It don't matter what it is. If you lose, hey, that's just my thoughts about it, bro. What you think about that? If I go lose outside, what do you think?
Nah, bro. I love your mentality. I love your thought perception, because the only problem I do see with certain organizations, even including BYB, and I'll take some heat for that. A lot of the fighters don't promote themselves.
Exactly.
They rely on the promotion. It's a two-way street. Yep. If you're going to fight for a promotion, you got to promote the promotion as much as the promotion promotes you.
Exactly.
And, I like your mentality. It's a breath of fresh air, because let's face it, it's no secret when BKFC first started out, They offered me an opportunity later on. I went to an event. I witnessed them not paying their fighters, canceling their flights, betting on their fights. So I took them in front of the commission. 4 days later, after the commission meeting, Feldman sold to Triller. We all know that BKFC is on their way out. They can't keep robbing Peter to pay Paul. And this is why I'm with BYB, because I like honesty. I like people that care about the fighters. I want people that love the sport, not just want to make money from the sport and take money from the sport.
Exactly.
See, when you got Mike Vasquez, you got a Cuban immigrant. You got Claudia Trejos. You got Paulie Malignaggi. You got Mike Goldberg. You got some of the best in the business, and Benny Ricardo. You know, when Mike and Dada did this, they said, we got to start off with the best and build it from there. When you went to BYB 20, and we kind of already touched on it earlier, you got that feeling. You got what it was like to see people who truly care, not only about the promotion, not only about the fighters, but the continuation of it. How much more does that make you want to fight for BYB?
Man, just the broadcast team, man, this is legit, man. These guys, they know the shit. Claudia, she's Claudia's everywhere, but you see Claudia every big boxing fight. You see Claudia, and much love, man. She's the queen of this, man. And even after my last fight, I been over the ring and shook her hand because it was a privilege to fight in front of them too. And same thing everywhere. Paulie Malignaggi, Mike Goldberg, man. Mike Goldberg, man, he was hilarious because Mike Goldberg reminds me from my way up, coming up in the game. And when you get legends that can remember you like that, it's big, man. Because like you said, wherever you go, leave your legacy, leave your name for people to remember you and stuff like that is big. And like, man, we had a full conversation. Like my pre-fight interview was awesome. Then you got the press conference, and people don't forget about it. BYB does a press conference, and it's legit. But guys, if you can't talk, you can't sell a fight. It's just, man, practice. Because every press conference I seen after my fight, I'm like, bro, even the last one, it put me to sleep for the heavyweight title. I'm like, bro, is it serious? You're really trying to get people to watch and you can't entertain? Nobody's telling you to talk shit, but at least sell the fight. It was just
I'll be there December 2nd, man. I'll bring my gear and we'll sit down for a one-on-one because I mean, I know BYB's team's going to interview you and do you right, but I like doing off-topic, off-scripted stuff.
Freestyle, man.
Well, it's the only way to roll, bro. And look at the conversation that we had here tonight. You're getting out there, you know, because people on my page come from all walks of life and they appreciate people. And see, when I got the opportunity when Don Povia asked me, you know, would I interview you?
Yeah.
Bro, I'll tell you what, I ain't gonna lie. I had a huge smile on my face because I remember your fights in the UFC. Yeah. And then when you brought up Tony Kryptonite Lopez, let's talk about a real warrior. Exactly. Let's talk about the truth that people don't know. That you look at his record, he might have, you know, 300 or something fights, whatever. But let's talk about the fights that you don't know about.
Exactly.
You know, this man fights probably 15 times a month to feed his family.
Exactly.
This is all that man ever knows.
Yep.
You know,
and you cannot knock it. He's an Aztec warrior, and he's a walking fucking legend. And I'll give him his flowers here. And like a lot of guys won't admit to it because he's in the division, bro. He created a platform for us Latinos. Show us, man, a Mexican warrior is tough as fuck, and for him to go anywhere and fight, he'll do it all. Dude is dude was on Bully Beatdown on MTV. Yeah. Bro, you know how badass that is? And being just a king of the cage fighter, he was on MTV. That's fucking awesome, bro. Because all those people that doubted us, oh, they won't make it. He's just a Latino, Watch us now. You ain't shitting on us no more. We're making waves. And like I said, that's just our drive, man. It's just that mentality we have. But Tony Lopez, bro, respect the OG, do your homework. If you're a fighter, do your homework because you pay respect to the people who pay the way for us. And that's my name. It's just I show respect, man. That's just me, because a lot of people may not be like me, but hey, hey, Budo Rasa, man. That's my thing, man. Tony Lopez, thank you for all you did for the sport. You opened the doors, and you opened the door for me to BYB because I seen he was here. I'm like, shit. let me go do what my favorites does. And he's my favorite. He never got a shot to get to the UFC. He never got it, but he never quit because we got to take care of our family. Like my dad always says, if you got hands, you can work. your hands are good, you can work. And that's my thing. Is I have my day job. I come in, my hands are still good. Let's go fight. Let me feed my family a little more. And that's it. That's my goal.
Let me pop this comment up real quick because it's one of the top 5 referees in the sport and in bare knuckle.
Yeah.
Bill Clancy says this is real as it gets. Old school, real truth.
That's it.
You know, and he'll be refereeing one of your fights real soon. You know, it's like he also said, honored to have referee Tony at BKFC 1 in Wyoming. See, Tony's legit. I've known Tony way back from God, man, way back in the days. And, you know, watching him come up, it was pride, bro, to see somebody, you know, just lift himself up. I mean, you could knock that man down 8 times. He's going to get up 10.
Exactly.
You know, how do you feel that he's inspired you? I hear the words that you're saying, they're inspiration, but what is it? What do you think he's truly done for the Mexican American community in the fight world?
It shows us there's room for us here. You know, we're more than what we're capable of. A lot of let's be real, man. A lot of Mexicans, they're scared to take the risk. You know, I fight for a lot of blue collar workers that get up 5 a.m, 6, work off 12 fucking hours. I'm a machinist. I grew up following my dad's footsteps, but there's a lot of people in my family that said, Ike, man, we live off you. What they mean by that is they work, they go watch my fight, but they're living their dream through me, and that's me. They're like, man, you're our fucking warrior that we get to sit back and cheer on. He goes, because you do what we do, but you're not tired to really go push it extra more. A lot of the guys, man, we're tired. How do you do it? I said, man, I do it to take care of my family. And what Tony did is, man, look, through your losses, don't quit. Keep pushing. Don't close it. Don't quit on yourself. And that's what I see. That's where I always fed off. It's like, man, this guy will go on a 3-5 losing streak. And he'll come back and win 5 in a row. You're like, damn. And Tony Lopez had the fucking blonde braids. He looked like Tung Po from fucking the American Kickboxer. And bro, he did. You see that motherfucker getting there? Like, God, get kicked by Tony Lopez about 15 years back. Shit. That dude was a living legend. And it's crazy you can say 15 years back. And like, bro, I started fighting like 16, 17 years ago, but I've been boxing since I was 8. But 17 years, bro. All respect in the world, man. But like I said, he's this Aztec warrior, and he always, like you said, man, he's always get my respect, man. That's big. I hope to meet him one day. Never had a chance to meet him, man. I can't wait to meet him in real life and show love, man.
Right. Man, he's a great dude, man. Bill Clancy says Tony will never quit. You got to kill him to beat him.
That's it, man. That's the thing. Like, shit, we smell blood. You better kill us. That's it, man. But other than that, man, go ahead.
It's people like you that really inspire me, because a lot of people don't really, you know, I say it on my show a lot of times, but people don't understand like where Tony comes from and other people come from, like from the West Coast. Yeah. They don't believe that, you know, when you live in a hood, that you never leave a 4x4x4x4 block. You leave that neighborhood, you're dead. Exactly. You know, people think I'm telling a bunch of BS, but go in them neighborhoods and see if you can leave that neighborhood. You know, I remember one time I was getting a ride home from work, and dude stopped like maybe 10, 15 minutes from my crib. He said, man, as far as I could take you. I said, what do you mean? He said, man, I want to live, bro. You know, so it's like coming up from an environment like that, there's only one way out.
Yep.
And that's what Tony did. Tony took that opportunity. What was your one way out of your situation? What moment brought you up in life?
Man, losing my dad in 2013, man. My dad was my hero. Man, whatever I did, my dad, like, shit. My dad didn't care 2 shits about me fighting. What he told me, he goes, son, you think fighting impresses me? He goes, I just want to see you succeed in life. Be great. He goes, that don't impress me. He goes, I'm already impressed with you, man. You hard work. You're your dad. You live your life. But my dad was a boxer, and he started he has, you know, had his family, so he couldn't live that dream. And that was my whole goal. I said, man, let me chase my dad's dream. And you know, I was on a high, up and down when my dad died. And I took 2 years off because, man, I just remember all the hard work my dad did. And I said, man, fuck this. I ain't going out like this. I ain't going out. Like, I remember all the shit when people wrote my dad off. Oh man, you'll never start your business, Tom. You'll never do this. They talk shit about my dad. And my dad, all love and respect, may rest in peace, man. 20 years in business, man. They said he couldn't do it. Man, Velcro Machine Works lasted 20 years till my dad died. And my dad was like I said, man, you can't count us out, man. When you say we can't do something, watch us. Watch us. My dad was one of the baddest machinists around. My dad would go to work, come home, bring home work with him, and we had to eat it because that's our father. He come home, have a bad day, he'll take it out on us. But we knew it was all love and respect because that's how my dad made us tough. Because my dad had that eye. We call him eagle eye. He look at you, oh, you know shit's about to hit the fan. So when guys fight me in BYB and they look at my eyes my next fight, and you'll see it. You'll see the same fucking eye. You're like, oh, fuck, that Eagles. He done locked on his prey. It's time to go. Because like there's one piece of fucking steak in that BYB Trigon, and I got to feed my kids. And like I said, my dad's the reason why I do this shit. And because, like I said, Villanueva, man, that's my last name. And your name is all you got. You better make the most of it. I ain't no laughing stock. I ain't no motherfucker that's been in the penitentiary doing stupid shit. Because in the day, I got kids that look up to me. So that's my thing, bro. I'm as real as it gets, man. I'm an H-Town legend. And like I said, yes, anybody in H-Town or anybody in Texas right now, hey, ask about the hurricane. They'll say, man, he's straight up. He don't bullshit. He talk a lot, but he back it up. That's me, man. But like I said, man, I carry so much pride in this fight game, bro. It's crazy because it don't matter what it is, bro. I respect all the Mexican warriors that stepped in there, even some outside the race. But man, just to being able to be another Latino in the fight game and making waves. And like I told Mike Vasquez, I know the roster's not behind BYB yet, but trust me, give me some time. I'm going to get it. And we're in Denver, and Denver's population, puro Latinos now. So watch when I come out, my Los Tigres del Norte, de Jefes, hey, they know the boss is going to be in the house when I step out there, when I walk out. I can't wait, man.
Man, I can't wait for Denver, man.
Yeah.
I think this is a great opportunity because I think the world is truly going to see who the Hurricane really is and what you truly bring to the sport. You're a breath of fresh air for me because I interview countless fighters, man. I can't even tell you. But to see the enthusiasm, bro, to see the love that you have for not only for BYB and Mike and everybody, but for yourself.
Yeah.
For what you bring to the sport. There's a lot of fighters out there that they think it's all about the money. No, man, it's about your pride. It's about your heritage. It's about your walk. Take me to that moment when you were on bended knee and you laid that stone down for your first fight, BYB. What did that moment truly mean to you?
Man, all glory to God. All glory to God.
Amen.
You always give thanks to the Lord. It's something my grandma installed in me. And even my grandma, man, she always told me, man, you still want to keep pushing? To even give it her blessing. Because I always call her before every fight. Give me a little prayer. But I always thank the Lord, man. Thank you for another opportunity to do what I love. And if you don't give thanks, and always you see me after every fight, every knockout, always point to the sky. And that's just knowing my dad's in the house with me. I've been doing that shit since I came back since 2015. Every fight, you'll catch me, point to the sky, because I know that man's in there with me. And my dad got my back, baby. And like I said, man, that's big, bro. I carry a lot of pride and emotion, especially when it comes to my father and my name. And like I said, there will be no BS's. You call me for an interview, I'm gonna be as real as it gets. There's no fake. There's no fake behind me, man. I keep it real, man. That's just my lifestyle. That's just who I am. And like I said, but like I said, fighters, if you don't have a purpose to fight, it's gonna get ugly for you. If you don't have that fire, knowing I got kids at home to feed, and you're on one knee, you took a knee, you better get the fuck up. That's just how it is. You gonna fold, or you can be a laughing stock. And like I said, man, hey, this is it, man. It's a fight game. And like I said, but I'm one of the realest fighters in this BYB. I can't wait to build my fan club a little bit more. I got a lot outside the UFC. I need more in BYB. And thank you for the interview. And I can't wait to really grow my name and push it, man, because Hurricane's here. Trust me. Get front row seats, man. Come watch me. It's going to be awesome. This is going to be my first fight since 2019 that my wife's going to be in the crowd because UFC couldn't bring my wife, fighting Abu Dhabi. I couldn't bring. This is going to be her first fight. See me in kind of a bigger show on the road. She can't wait. She's excited. My 13-year-old will be there with me. I can't wait. I have my two nephews, Christian and little Tommy. These are my first nephews that they're the oldest, and my nephews are the world. I coach these kids up in football, and they motivate me to get back to work. And to have them in my corner for this fight with my coach, bro, my nephew's gonna see me firsthand and put on a show, and I can't wait. That just motivates me 100 times more, knowing my blood's in my corner. I can't. Their uncle's about to do work. I'm pretty sure they're excited. Yeah, big shout out to Christian and my nephew Tommy, man.
Hey, man. You know, it's hurricane season, brother. It's hurricane season.
It don't end, man. It's year round, man. Hurricane season, year round, man. You pick what you want, man. Hurricane. And like I said, don't get caught in that Trigon corner. It's going to get ugly.
Yeah. Brother, before I let you go, because I got to get up to the hospital and see my son, you know, first and foremost, it was an honor.
Oh man,
to finally have you on my show. We're gonna have to do some more of this, man. Maybe have you come on and help me interview some boxers and stuff like that. Because,
bro.
You know, down from the crowd now. But you know, what would you like to say to the fans of Denver about BYB and about what you're fitting to bring to the I guess you could say to the Emerald Triangle?
Yeah, man. What did you go on, man? You gotta have a boss in there that's really coming to put on a show for the crowd. There's no hugging. There's no. We're gonna bang it out. I can put you in the clinch, but I'm not. I'm gonna make you feel these punches straight up from a boxer. But like I said, it's always puro rasa where I'm from, man. It's just what hard nose. I always wear the Mexican poncho when I come out. It's just love to my mother-in-law. She always takes care of me with the ponchos. She's in Cali right now, sending me one from LA. That's just how much love they got for me, man. My in-laws are big to me. But for Denver, when you hear that walkout, Jefes de Jefes, los Tigres del Norte, I'm telling you, I already know Pati's family, they're hyped up. Pati's family, they hit me up on Instagram. We can't wait for you to get here. And that's just love. They don't fucking know me, but they're still sending me messages. We can't wait. Whatever you want. Man, Pati opened her gym up to me. Hey, come train when you get here. Bro, they don't fucking know me at all. But for them to open the gym up for me, let you come train, the family, hey, man, we'll come pick you up and bring you here. I'm like, fuck, that's amazing. Like Denver, they know, hey, I'm going to be one of Denver's own. I'm going to be a resident of Denver come next Saturday night, probably pretty much that whole week. So that's going to be my second home. I can't wait because that's what they're going to get, man. You show me love, I'm going to show love right back. I'm going to put on a performance. And I can't wait to be there and just, man, interact with the crowd. I tell you what, man, because when I get done fighting, you'll see me show love to every single fan. Last fight, it probably took me an hour to get backstage. I didn't come out to the 5th round of the last title fight because that's how long it took me to get out the crowd. And it's probably going to be worse in Denver, man, because, hey, you ask for a picture, you got it. Whatever you need, you got it because the fans make us fight. They pay our check. You know, you come watch us fight. That's what it's about, man. But like I said, man, one thing I got to tell is the PR team, you make a goddamn highlight video of fights, you better put my ass in it. Don't just tag me in it because 2 goddamn promo videos, they didn't put my fucking highlight in there, but they got to tag me in it. I'm going to put a foot in their ass when I see them.
Hey, well, we'll talk to Don Povey about that.
Don, I'm going to get on Don's ass. Hey, man.
Yeah. Hey, before we get out, Jonathan Cole said, great to hear your story, Hurricane and family back. Amen on the Lord's path. Bill Clancy says, I truly love your motivation and positivity. You know, bro, I truly love it, man. I'd like to take you out to dinner, you and your family when we're in Denver.
Appreciate it,
bro. But bro, I just can't wait, man. This is going to be an awesome night.
Yeah.
December 2nd, Denver, Colorado, Jay Fish, Hurricane. You can't ask for anything better than that. Brother, one more thing.
Don't forget the people's main event. This is the people's main event. This is people's main event. This ain't no title fight. This is a people's main event. This is a fight for the people. That's it. Go ahead, brother.
But I was going to say, if you had any final last words about Mike Vasquez that you would like to add to the show, because you know what? Out of my 40 years in the sport, I've never met a promoter that I trusted. Mike Vasquez is the only promoter in 40 years that I've ever trusted.
Yeah.
What would you like to say to Mike one last time, brother?
Man, Big Mike, man, thank you for the opportunity, man, giving me the platform to showcase my talent, know my talents, know that my career's not over. I got a lot more fights left in me. And for Mike to give me the opportunity, and I know once my contract's up, Mike's not going to let me walk away. I'm rolling the dice, and I'll put my trust in Mike. All right, Mike, here we go. I do my job. After that, do your job. But like this, all the fighters out there worrying about BYB, is BYB legit? Trust Mike Vasquez. I'm here for a reason. I won't bullshit. Mike's gonna keep you busy. After my last fight, I got a message the next day. When do you want on? When do you want? When he's a matchmaker? When do you want on? I said December. Shit, within probably 4 hours, I had a contract. And like I said, man, they will keep you busy, keep you active. And like I said, I'm gonna be the face of this organization, and I'll take pride in that shit. Like I said, guys, y'all don't want to talk, y'all don't want to promote. Shit, watch my story. Watch my story. Watch what I do, and you can find out the reason why I'm gonna get paid by this organization. And hey, follow my footsteps, man. I'm gonna lay down the yellow brick road. Just follow my footsteps. Like I said, man, I ain't here for long. I'm here for a good time, baby, and I'm coming for both them belts. And one thing, Mike, sorry about that belt, but when I get it, I'm gonna remix that belt. It's time to update. It's time to update that belt, man.
Right? I feel you on that, brother.
It's time to update that belt, man. I love the logo, and I'll tell you what, I'm the only fighter that created his own fight kit. Watch how my fight kit comes out when I come out. All my whole team's gonna be decked out. But watch it. I
better get a fight shirt, bro. I'll pay for it, but I want to fight. I want your shirt.
I get my shit. I push my name, man. But like I said, man, it's been all love. Thank you, man. Yeah. Thank you to my team, 4 Ounce Fight Club, Revolution Dojo, man, Coach Pineda, Coach Larry Crow. Everybody's down with me in H-Town, man. All my sponsors, man, GSI, Chilada Mix, Primo Mix, Global Security. I'm missing one of my boy Santi with the hats, man. Thank y'all to everybody. Ashley King Properties, my boy Joe Delgado. Joe Delgado is 100 to me. He always had my back. So is my boy Jose Flores and Edgar Navarro. But man, all my sponsors are all love. If they about my sponsors, they're all local H-Town businesses. I don't put nobody. I ain't looking for no big names. My community is everything. So H-Town until I die, that's what it's about. So they're trying to come up. I'm gonna back them up. They're all my trunks. And hey, I can't wait, man. I'll see y'all in Denver. Like I said, bro, I can't wait to meet you in person, bro. And we'll definitely chop it up, have a good time, bro. Hey, to all the fans commenting, hey, it's been a pleasure. And all the comments I get, that's motivation for me to keep on pushing.
Yeah, Mark Jones says happy Thanksgiving to everyone, and a tremendous photographer from I can't remember his organization, but Steve Rothman does a lot with BYB. He said, "Let's go." Baby, let's go. And you know what? I think you're going to be a breath of fresh air that BYB truly needed. I think you're going to bring the heat, and you're going to turn it up. And you know what? Bill Clancy said, happy Thanksgiving. So, hey, brother, I want to apologize to you. I wasn't on point tonight, but my son's in the hospital. And, Mike even called me up and said, hey, bro, cancel everything. And I said, nah, man. I'm not going to cancel the interview, with you tonight. And brother, thank you so much. Man. It's an honor and a pleasure. And I can't wait to see you in Denver.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it.
Peace, homie.
Peace out, brother. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize that I wasn't on point tonight. But you know what? When I give my word, I see it through. I got to get up to the hospital and be with my son. I'll keep you all informed, and then I'll have Mark the Shark on, and another fighter on Friday or Sunday. Hopefully, my head's a little bit together. This all happened tonight. We really didn't know where this was going to go. So please keep your prayers up for my son. I'm on the way to the hospital right now, and I'll keep you all informed. I hope you enjoyed the interview. Have a good night, and God bless. I will, Jonathan. Thank you. Thank you, Bill and Steve and everybody. I'm not on point. My head's scatterbrained. I probably shouldn't have did the interview, but I wanted to give back to BYB because they've given so much to me. And God bless you and your family, brother. I love you, Bill Clancy. Love you all. Thank you, Nate. Good night. God bless.